Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
But let's get straight to a big CNBC TV18 exclusive then. My colleague Anshu Sharma caught up with Mr. Naveen Jindal, the chairman of JSPL, began by asking him about a whole host of issues, ranging from their debt reduction plans as well as their plans on listing the Oman entity. Let's hear him out.
Firstly, I must say that we are really happy. It's like a dream come true, a dream which I had seen like in 96, 97. So more than 20 years ago, there was a dream that we want to make the best quality rails in India. We want to make the world's longest rails, make it 121 meter long, single piece, join up to 4 pieces together, make it 480 meter long and supply to Indian Railways. And just imagine, we've been ready since 2003, and finally 15 years later this dream comes true, that we get an opportunity to supply rails to Indian Railways. And I must thank Government of India, Steel Ministry, Railways Ministry for encouraging the Indian steel producers to get this opportunity.
There was no price discovery as such because you were the only qualified bidder in the financial bid for this tender. So what was the pricing? How did you manage this, and how will it be competitive?
So I'm confident that even if they opened all the tenders, we would have been the lowest. Okay, because if we've been waiting 15 years for this, we are not going to be outbid in price, right? So, and Indian Railways has been buying rail every year. So we have quoted much less than what they are already buying rails at from Steel Authority. So, and in terms of price discovery, Indian Railways, obviously they do their due diligence, they have researched the market very well, they know what the prices are. So I think they have got a really good deal.
Coming to the steel business now, so what is your price outlook for this year?
Well, I think prices internationally are quite stable.
Yeah.
So here also, in the monsoons, obviously the construction activities do slow down.
Yeah.
And that has an impact on construction steel. But other steels, it does not matter. So generally monsoon, like say up to August end, is a lean period, but then from September again it starts picking up. And then the second half, that means October to March, are the best seasons for steel industry. So in the second half, most steel companies do like 60% of the turnover in the second half. And we are going to be absolutely ready. All our plants are going to be stabilized. Angul is now fully stabilized. We are adding a third caster in the first week of this month, August.
Okay.
And so we are going to be fully ready. And we are going to, in September, we are going to start our coal gasification plant also.
Okay.
So we are really looking forward to ramping up our production.
Okay. Coming to Oman, you've always spoken that you will list the Oman business. So what is happening on that front? Because it's at a peak capacity. I mean, it's running at peak capacity. So when do you plan to do that?
Oman is going to start running at its peak capacity. Right now, say we are producing around 150,000, 160,000 tons a month.
Okay.
From October onwards, we are going to be running at a rate of around 200,000 tons per month. So we would have increased the capacity from 1.8 million tons at present to 2.4 million tons. So that is the time. We are going to start working on it from the preparation, and hopefully somewhere around December we'll pick the right time. So at that time we'll see either if somebody just wants to directly negotiate with us and participate in equity, or if we list it. So we'll see all the various options that are available to us. So hopefully in the first quarter of next calendar year or last quarter of this financial year, we'll do it.
Any exchange in your mind where you will list it?
It has to be either London or New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also spoke about demerger of your businesses,
Yes.
power, steel and mining business. What happens to that? Because consultants have told you to do so.
We are working on it. So hopefully again there'll be more clarity in the next quarter. We'll have absolute clarity about it. Sometimes we feel that there should be 3 separate companies. Some people say no, it should only take the power out, and others all steel and related mining activity with it. So we are just considering all that, and soon, in maybe next 2-3 months, we would have firmed up all our plans, taking approval from all the banks and all the regulatory approvals also. Then we will start applying so that we can proceed in that direction.
Will you participate in commercial mining of coal?
Of course.
You will?
We will.
And what are your debt levels, and what is the ratio for debt and equity?
So our debt to equity ratio would be around 1.5:1.
Okay.
And our debt levels are sustainable. They're around 42,000 crores.
Okay.
And I'm talking consolidated basis. If we just take JSPL steel, our debt level would be just in the Indian operations would be just 25 or 26,000 crores.
Okay.
Then maybe 10-12,000 crores in our international ventures, including Oman, Australia, Africa. And we have in Jindal Power around 8-9,000 crores of debt. So debt, if you see in all these companies, it is a very sustainable level, and every year we will reduce more than 10%.
Okay.
So this year we hope to be around after end of this financial year, we hope to be around 36,000 crores.